78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty ldbc Lions Den basketball community. In this case, smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. And you know I got my brother, the one LVZ in the building. What's happening with it, VZ?
What's happening, big bro? What's happening?
Chilling. Yeah, man. I thought we'd get VZ on here, talk some basketball. VZ called me snapping earlier, y'all. VZ coming here talking about some, man, you ballpark eater. He called me all kind of stuff. So we're gonna
I say, man, I ain't no 7-8 out here got relish all on his shirt, man. Yeah, I called 7-8 said, hold on, Vaughn, I gotta get this chili. Put it on this ballpark. I said, what? No.
Yeah. But man, we got y'all know LVZ is very knowledgeable about basketball, man. We and him have some good conversations. So we're gonna chop it up about the trade deadline and what we see for these teams and who came out best and who's going to the NBA Finals, our early predictions and stuff like that. So let's start out west, LVZ, man. Out west, the biggest news, you know what I'm saying? Kevin Durant, you know what I'm saying, is now a member of the Phoenix Suns, which is crazy to me. I did not see that one coming. Kyrie Irving left, and he's now a member of the Dallas Mavericks. Give us your thoughts on that, man, on both trades. How you think it's going to affect the teams?
Well, I said that Dallas will just guarantee themselves at least the second round. I want to know how it works with Luka dribbling all the damn air out the ball with Kyrie on his team, though. Because from Kyrie Irving, I did not go to Dallas just to sit in the corner to wait for you to pass it to me. I saw their first game. Kyrie got other guys involved. I loved how they played. And I was like, man, I really don't have a problem. I really didn't have any doubt that Kyrie would be good by himself. But I want to see how this Luka thing works. Because, man, the way that people are assuming that Luka can just do what James Harden did in New Jersey and just turn into an assist man. And I'm not sure yet. As far as Phoenix goes, this is my problem with that trade. They are definitely a dangerous team and you got to worry about it. But when you got two guys with candy canes for hamstrings, I mean, Chris Paul hamstrings, we already know. And Devin Booker is headed that way. He's still having hamstring trouble.
Right.
So, and they gave up so many players, bro. They gave up Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. And my problem is if you got an injured hamstring, what's your man name? Booker, and an injured hamstring, Chris Paul. Now my man KD just out here playing by himself in Phoenix now.
And he coming from an injury too.
Right. So that's my biggest worry. They were good trades. I do appreciate both of these teams trying to go for the gusto by bringing in major league players, and it's going to make the league interesting, definitely.
Yeah, and you know, that's a good point. The thing about Phoenix, man, they definitely an offensive lethal weapon, but they gave up a lot of defense to make that happen. With Bridges was a good defender, man, good two-way player, man. So I don't know. I mean, I got to see what pieces they add around them, what role players they add, and how their defense going to look because, you know, it's possible to win a championship. I mean, it's possible to get to the championship outscoring people. I just don't know if they're gonna be able to win it. Because remember that year that the Bucks, a couple years ago when we won, we was like the number one offense in the league, and our defense was so until the playoffs. We turned up in the playoffs. We locked down on defense. You know what I mean? So I don't know if they can imitate that or duplicate that, or I don't know how that's gonna work, man. But you know, they gotta. Would you agree that they gotta win now, though?
Yes, they do. I definitely agree with that. And where I gotta push back about the Bucks is this. Yeah, I mean, during the regular season, statistically, y'all defense was so, but y'all had Giannis. Lopez was still blocking shots. Middleton's still a good defender. Holiday's still a good defender. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have worries about them being injured.
Yeah.
With Phoenix, yeah, KD can play D, but tell the truth, bro. We didn't get KD. Nobody gets KD for him to just play strap down defense.
Right. Right.
You don't want KD getting injured taking a charge. You want AD. I mean, you want KD if he do get hurt shooting a three and making it. So
Right.
I'm with you. They gotta add some defensive role players because I mean Mikal Bridges was in the running for defensive player of the year.
Right. Right.
So
Yeah. Most definitely.
so they got to yeah, bro. They got to bring something back. They have to win now, and I'm glad my man KD went out to Phoenix to try to get Chris Paul a ring. I wanted to see him get it when they played y'all, but y'all was just too much for him. And once y'all beat him, I was scared that his window was closed. So this is a chance to open his window back up. If they can stay healthy and play defense, maybe they'll get a chance to meet the Bucks in the finals because that's who I got going in the East still.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that a repeat of that finals, man. Now go back to Dallas. We all
Mhm.
already know. Look, Kyrie been in the news, all this controversy surrounding Kyrie, a lot of unwarranted stuff like that. But now that he's in Dallas with Luka, who Luka is the future golden boy of the NBA. Do you think if it don't work out, that they're gonna blame Kyrie?
Yes, absolute. Look, they setting it up to blame him before he get there.
Right, right,
See, they telling you how many teams he wrecked and how he did this and how he did that and this, that, and the third. If it don't work, they not gonna blame Luka Doncic. You know that's the golden boy. You
right.
not gonna blame Luka Doncic. You not even gonna get, like people say, well, ain't nobody gonna criticize LeBron. I'm like, but you criticizing them when you say that. You not even gonna get nobody to say that. It's gonna be me and you, the only two people. If Luka Doncic guns Kyrie out to go, well, damn, he ain't pass him the ball.
Right, right. Yeah. So Dallas, they looking impressive with them two as well, but once they defense once again is going, they're going to have to. I got to see what their defense look like in crunch time. Also,
Right, because Finney Smith was their best defender.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Also out west, your squad, the Los Angeles Lakers, they they went on and they got rid of Westbrook and brought in a bunch of young talent. Now
Yeah.
you still got LeBron, you still got AD. Are the Lakers going to be able to uh, utilize this young core? Because remember, we were talking about this earlier. They got rid of the young core first time to bring Russ in. So now
Yeah.
they got some young guys again. Are they going to be able to make this work? And what I mean by working is getting deep into the playoffs.
I think honestly that they may have finally got the formula right since the bubble. I think honestly, because I've been a big thing about that. When we brought Westbrook in, it wasn't just Westbrook totally. It was the fact that we changed up the whole team. I mean, you talk about we went from guys like KCP, 6'7", two-way player, 6'9", young Kyle Kuzma. We went from Rondo, the playmaker, 6'3". Then you had a 6'4" guard and Avery Bradley. You had a 6'7" guard and Green. You had Dwight Coward coming off the bench. You had JaVale McGee playing. We had all of that going on, and we were a bigger team the year we won the championship with LeBron and AD. Remember, we were leading the league in rebounding. This year we can't get a rebound. Why? Because Russell Westbrook was the second best rebounder on the damn team.
Yeah.
even number 2 or number 3. You're not going to win like that. You need bigger play. They needed bigger and younger players. So I'm happy with what they did. To answer your question, I feel like they can make the second round. And if LeBron and AD are healthy, which is a big if, then maybe you can get lucky. But I do feel like it should be no reason they don't make the play-in playoffs. I
Right.
don't feel like it's no excuse. Only reason they wouldn't make it is because, again, like you said the other night, LeBron sitting in the game we really need. Because if he could have played last night, I would have liked him to play. To be honest, whether we had a chance to win or not, I wanted him to play because we need to win these last 27 games. We need to go at least 20-7 on these last 27 games.
Yeah, and that's a huge uphill battle right there to go 20
Right.
and 7. That's crazy.
Exactly. I was hoping, look, 3 games ago, I was just saying, man, all we got to do, if we can go 20-10, we can make the playoffs at the end of the year. And we lost 3 in a row. So now we got to be 20-7, bro.
Right. Yeah.
So
I think they can I think they have the talent. It's gonna come down to I'm looking at their record now, 25-31. Ooh wee. But yeah, they can if they hang in there, they need some help from Portland. You can't rely on Golden State. They're gonna turn it around. They need some help. They need some help from Portland and OKC. Utah's ahead of them. They need them guys to fall off, and the Lakers got to go on the win streak. Yeah, because they only people behind the Lakers right now is San Antonio and Houston, and
right.
Yeah, so they right there.
And we know what they trying to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now, if we go back out east, the Nets gave up Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. I gotta get your opinion on this, bro. You got Kyrie Irving, James Harden, Kevin Durant. Listen, when I heard them dudes is over there, I'm not gonna lie to you, my heart skipped a beat. You see what I'm saying? I said, man, what in the world, man? They just don't want the Bucks to do nothing, man. What is these dudes doing? But then these cats only played 16 total, injury after the other, problem after problem. James Harden demanded a trade. He gone. Kyrie gone now. Kevin Durant gone now. The Nets got back if I'm not mistaken, 4 first-round picks for Kevin Durant. They got back a lot of pieces. They got Spencer Dinwiddie, whatever. They got him and some other guys. Now, the Nets, I believe personally, in the next couple years, I think they still gonna be good with the young talent they got. How you feel about the Nets?
7-8, my brother. I have to agree with you. After the game I saw last night, a realization hit me, right? Remember, me and you just talked. You just said how good Mikal Bridges is on defense and a two-way player, averaging 17. With Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton and Chris Paul, he's not even the third option, but he was averaging almost 18 a game. Cam Johnson was shooting 46% from 3.
Right.
And he's 6'9", 6'10". And the first thing I noticed last night when they beat the Bulls was, damn, they got a 6'7" point guard in Spencer Dinwiddie, and the guy who relieving him is a 6'10" point guard in Ben Simmons. Everybody plays defense. Nick Claxton didn't play last night. They ended up getting who else did they end up getting? They ended up getting another center, I thought, too. They got Dorian Finney-Smith that plays defense from Dallas. They got Cam Thomas can score 40s, so you know that. Joe Harris still can hit threes. And this is what I started thinking, Sam, mate. Like you said, what's funny is Remember I told you, oh, don't worry, 7-8. They still can't beat y'all. I
Right.
told you.
Yeah.
They had Kyrie and I said, no, they can't beat y'all. Y'all still gonna beat them. He was like, I don't know, bruh, y'all can beat them. I'm telling you. So I looked at it and I said, man, to be honest, if they really thought about it, they should have kept the team the way it was when they had Karis LeVert, Spencer Dinwiddie,
Yep.
Jared Allen. Remember, they ended up trading all these guys. All of these guys go somewhere else and make the playoffs. And if you think about it, they got farther than the Nets did. A lot of them did.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
So now, like you said, I look at it, I'm like, damn, they got Spencer Dinwiddie. They got Nick Claxton. They got Joe Harris still. Karis LeVert's offense could be replicated by guys like Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges. Damn it, the Nets are still a damn playoff team.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then with all these picks for the next couple of years, they're going to be dangerous.
Absolutely. They got all the they're gonna have a lot of first grabs, first dibs on the best players coming out the draft. So they're gonna have a young core, some defenders, some scorers, and they're gonna be running a lot of people about the gym. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I think it's imperative for the Bucks. But let's get to the Bucks real quick. The Bucks we brought in Jay Crowder. We've been trying to get him for like the last 4 months. We've been trying to trade for him, but for whatever reason, Phoenix held on to him because they felt like they wanted a replacement player for him, and I think we offered them Jordan Wara, young guy off the bench. We offered them George Hill, who I'm happy to get rid of, and
thank God.
and Serge Ibaka, and a second round pick. They wanted more, so eventually he was a part of that Kevin Durant deal.
Yeah,
the Bucks dealt with Brooklyn to get him, and we gave up 5 second round picks, which I'm like, wow, that seemed like a lot. But if we win the chip though, it ain't gonna matter. But I think Jay Crowder can come in with the Bucks, and I think he can have an impact, bring some toughness to the team. I think sometimes the Bucks play lazy, right? And especially when we on the road. When we on the road, we play real arrogant and lazy. We don't really get up for games until the second half. But the problem with us doing that is if you keep coming out first and second quarter, laying the egg, you can get blown out the gym like Memphis did to us. You know what I'm saying? So you got I think a guy like with some playoff experience, Jay Crowder, he's been in the playoffs like almost every year of his career.
Every year of his career.
Yeah. So I think Jay Crowder got a lot of good experience. I think he could be a good asset to the team. What do you think the Bucks gonna do this year, man?
Well, I keep saying I got y'all going to the championship, and right now I have y'all winning it based on I see too much parity in the West. You guys are able to separate yourself. When I watch Milwaukee play, I just feel like, okay, I'm watching the best team in basketball. Clearly, they do everything that I like as a basketball fan. They rebound, they play defense, they dunk on motherfuckers, they hit threes, they set up plays, they share the ball. This is the player I think that will be the most benefited by Jay Crowder's addition. And it might shock some people when they hear it. Bobby Portis. I think I watch a lot of games with y'all, and what ends up happening is when Bobby used to come in, of course he been injured the last few times I've been looking. But when Bobby comes in,
he's been injured for a couple of weeks.
He don't trust a lot of players. You know what I'm saying? Bobby don't trust a lot of players. And sometimes Bobby will tend to do more than he need to do. I think with a crowd out there, what's going to end up happening is he's going to be more of a calming thing on defense. where him and Bobby gonna be able to work together on switches, on pick and rolls, and give people hell. And when you sit Giannis down and you run that Middleton lineup with Crowder, Portis, and Middleton, and you probably keep Lopez in, you gonna give him so much space. Bobby gonna start getting them loose rebounds, them follow-up dunks, and it ain't gonna be a crowd of people around him because the space ain't gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe, and you guys I've been looking all year. Y'all been looking for that all year. That's kind of something y'all been trying to do all year, especially when either Giannis taking a breather, or maybe he'll be load managing the 1 or 2 games that he was finally out this year. So I look at it like Crowder does add a whole lot, and with him and Joe Ingles, man, y'all gonna have some of the most irritating 2 motherfuckers on the floor there could ever be.
Right.
And that's just gonna say something. Just to be able to throw all those bodies at a Tatum and a Brown, where I ain't gotta worry about Giannis fouling out or getting in foul trouble, because I can put Crowder on him now.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too, man. I think Crowder's a good defender. He can hit the open three. You know what I'm saying? And I think I like his other attributes as far as his personality traits for the Bucks. I think he's gonna be a good fit, man. Yeah, I agree. I think we're gonna go back to the finals this year. I think Boston is in our way. Boston is a good team, man. They got a lot of weapons. They got a lot of depth. They dealing with some injuries right now, but Boston brought in the big white guy from OKC who can shoot threes. I forgot his name. They brought him in. How do you see what do you see the issues that are with Boston?
It's Mike Muscala. That's right. Yeah. Mike Muscala. They used to play for the Lakers. And remember, when Magic tried to bring him in, that motherfucker couldn't shoot.
Right.
But honestly, Mike Muscala is that's a Brook Lopez trade. That's a Brook Lopez, Joel Embiid trade.
Right.
That's because if you're Boston, you're gonna have to go through either Philly or Milwaukee, and possibly both, to get to the title. So you need Al Horford is too small. Robert Williams always hurt. You need big bodies to throw at Joel Embiid, and the way that Brook Lopez been playing this year, you're gonna need big bodies to play against y'all. So they got him, but let me tell you something real quick. That motherfucker is food. He ain't gonna make no bit of difference.
Yeah.
That motherfucker is a big ass white meal. They gonna tear his ass up. Brook Lopez gonna say, "I was fucking you up in practice. I ain't worried about you."
Right.
Joel Embiid gonna get that motherfucker 44. I know why they did it, because like I said, this was an Embiid. They are a small team when you look at them on the inside, but as far as moving the needle, they ain't make no noise with that move.
Right. Yeah, I mean, they got. Well, the thing that scared me about Boston, all right, they play good together. With Tatum and Brown, I think Brown is greatly underrated, underappreciated. I think Brown is cold.
Amen.
Yeah, he always give us hell, man, and it irritates the hell out of me. And I'm gonna tell you somebody else who always give us hell is that motherfucker Al Horford, man. I don't know how he's doing this at this old age. How old is Al Horford now?
She gotta be 73.
Man, this dude, this dude. I mean, he always give us hell, man, and it's irritating because he can hit that three, that open three from the corners. Oh, he deadly. So, I don't know. I know he was injured. I know he injured, but I don't know what's going to happen with that. But Boston is a threat. I think we got enough to take them, though, because last year we took them to 7 games. We didn't have Chris Middleton. We was missing.
Now I'm about to say,
yeah,
7. I didn't even count last year. Boston won by virtue of y'all not having y'all Boston strangler. Slim.
Yeah.
Look, if people don't know, even when Giannis was selling out against the Celtics that year that they put y'all out, not last year, what was that, a few years ago,
Uh-huh.
when Giannis was having trouble because of Horford ass. Remember, Middleton was dropping 40s. Nobody could do nothing with him. They
Yeah.
was putting Brown on him. He was hitting jump shots over top of him. They were putting Smart on him. He was backing them down and doing the Kobe on him.
Right.
So all of that, look, the only way Boston could beat y'all is if Al Horford outplayed Brook Lopez. That's the key. If Al Horford outplays Brook Lopez, if everything stays the same, where Middleton gonna give you 18 to 20, Tatum gonna give you his, Brown gonna give you his, Giannis gonna give you his. The game, you said it, bro, is about Al Horford outplaying Brook Lopez. I just don't see it happen.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Brook, Brook, he in his contract year, so he been balling extra good this year, trying to make sure he can get that money in the summer. But
Motherfuckers start blocking shots again.
mm-hmm. Yep. And he had surgery last year too, or early this year to repair that back because he was running around like Frankenstein last year. But
He was.
but let's get to Philly though, man. Philly, Joel Embiid, James Harden. Um, you know, Philly is right there at the number 3 spot behind the Bucks in Boston, and Joel Embiid is having a career offensive year right now. So he leading the league in scoring and stuff like that. Um, James Harden is playing pretty good, but what do you see Philly? Do you think people sleeping on Philly, or do you think they ain't got the tools around them to win?
Thank you for saying that, because that was about to be my question. I was about to say, do you agree with me when I say this? Whenever I look at Philly, I go, damn, they good. But it's just something missing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't never get that feeling watching
Yeah.
them?
Oh, I get it every time I
Damn.
watch them. I get that feeling. I ain't gonna give them
Yeah,
no price.
yeah, I just don't know what it is. It's look, and what's so funny is like you said, you will see a game with Embiid to have 43 and 20 boards, 6 assists and 4 blocks. And you be like, damn, he was beasting. And then they play y'all or Boston. He don't be doing that.
Right, right.
He
Yeah,
don't be doing all that. He have a good game, but he don't be doing the same thing. And then you just wonder. You were like, yeah, Embiid is. I ain't saying Embiid ain't that deal, but what I'm saying is, y'all, it's levels, and it seemed like every time, huh?
no, I hear you, bro.
I was saying it's levels, and it seemed like that every time they play each other, like when Philly plays the top teams that's better than them, they underperform. So until they get rid of Tobias Harris and get a third player in there that they could trust, like y'all did when y'all got Holiday, I just can't believe in them, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Philly just they missing a couple of pieces. They right there. They need a couple of good pieces that's going and that I think that's what separate them from Boston and Milwaukee is that Boston and Milwaukee got depth. Um, if somebody ain't hitting, we got players on the bench who can usually come in and pick up the slack. But Philly, they got the what's the young boy Maxi.
Maxie, Harden, and B and Tobias. And if they not, yep, thank you, bro. That's what it is. Their depth is too fluky for me because
Mm-hmm.
them Bama's on the bench, they come in. Only one you can trust is Milton. Everybody else, and not Shake Milton, you can trust the Anthony Melton that used to play for Memphis. Everybody else is fluky for real.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know what they're gonna do, man. I don't see Philly. They might surprise everybody, but I don't see them going to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think it's going to be Milwaukee and Boston in the East. Who you got coming out the West? Western Conference Finals.
As of now, I still like Denver and Memphis.
Okay.
But my sleeper, of course, now I want to see how they run because it could change in a couple of weeks if Phoenix looking good. But right now, it's Denver one, and Memphis two, because those are the teams who have dealt with injury the best and been basically the healthy.
Right.
Not saying they've been totally healthy, but when they're injured, they still win. And like we was saying with Phoenix or Dallas, if they take an injury, that's it.
Right.
If they take an injury between now and the playoffs, that's it for them. Whereas Memphis could lose a Dylan Brooks and still win. They could lose a Bane, still win. Jaren Jackson can be hurt, they'll still win. Ja can go out, they'll win a couple of games. Denver, basically the same way, except they need Jokic. But they picked up Thomas Bryant from the Lakers. That's a good backup scoring center. So you can sit Jokic down, give him more breathers. So I still like Denver and I still like Memphis right now.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Memphis. Let me ask you about Memphis. Memphis is real controversial right now, and they real cocky, arrogant, and they be talking some shit. So Memphis say, look, we ain't worried about nobody out west. Well, that's what John Moran said a couple months ago.
Yeah.
They ain't worried about nobody out west. They only concerned about Boston. But it seemed like that jinxed them or something. Because since he said that, boy, they be getting their ass towed up. And
They've been getting fried,
yeah,
haven't they?
they 2-8 in their last 10 games. You know
See,
what I mean?
and that's my biggest issue with Memphis. I don't ever like to do that shit with you too young to win. You know what I'm saying? Because that's
Right,
bullshit. If that was the case, why we like Devin Haney and why we like Shaq and
right,
no, you ain't too young to win. The thing is, are you mature enough to handle the winning? Are you
right.
mature enough to handle the winning?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the scary part. And that's why a team like Phoenix or Dallas can sneak up and take their spot. See, that's why Memphis, I like them at number 2, but they still a timid 2. Phoenix is still coming for them. Dallas is coming for them. They not coming for Denver. They coming for them.
Right, right,
But and the reason why I don't, and the reason why I just don't got Denver winning the title, you can't be this bad of a road team.
yeah, yeah. Denver,
They can't.
go
Go
ahead,
ahead,
brother.
bro. Now I'm saying they can't win away from Denver. That was it. That's all I was gonna say. They can't win away from Denver. I ain't never seen no shit like that.
Yeah, Denver. The thing about Denver is, this is why I don't trust them. Jokic is a beast in the regular season, okay, and he put up all the numbers. It looked good and everything like that. But when it comes to the playoffs, it ain't a big, large body of work. But from what we've seen, what I'm saying, they can't get it done. It's like they missing. It seems like no matter how good they are in the regular season, it seems like they missing a piece too. You know what I mean? So I don't know what it is with Denver, but you know, they got to show me. And I don't want to see Jokic getting on another MVP either.
I don't blame you because I still think Giannis should get it again this year. But they acting crazy. So this is my thing. Cause I feel what you're saying. 100%. But I'm gonna go ahead and say I like Jokic. But Jokic is starting to be that very good, that great regular season player.
Mm-hmm.
But in the playoffs, he don't duplicate what he did in the regular season. If you think about it, the
Right.
furthest that Denver got in the playoffs was that year they played the Lakers in the championship in the conference finals.
Mm-hmm.
But
Right.
who was the star of the show, bro? It wasn't Jokic. It was Murray.
Right.
And to your point, when you say it seemed like something missing, yeah, they're a superstar, bro. For real. It's funny that the way Denver wins in the playoffs is Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray got to lead the team. It don't matter how much what Jokic do no more.
Right.
And he never lives up to his regular season in the playoffs. So I gotta agree with you. Based on his body of work, he's shown he can get smoked in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Him and whatever James Harden eating, he eating it too. Because Harden used to be the same way. He.
Same way.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Harden used to put up all them numbers, dropping 50, 60 points, triple doubles, get to the playoffs, and man, I don't know what the hell happened to James Harden. So we'll see though. We'll see what happened with Yoke. But okay, yeah, okay. Another topic before we get up out of here. You good? You got a minute?
Yeah, I got a minute. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. So Russ is gone from the Lakers. Now
Right.
he's at the Jazz. The Jazz bought his contract. They're supposed to be
Supposed
buying
to
him out.
buy him out.
Yeah, they're supposed to buy him out. So where do you think Russ lands, if anywhere, in the NBA right now? What do you think is the best fit for Russ?
Well, let me say, like I was saying before we got on, I got to admit that Russ playing off the bench bought him some more eyes. He should be looked at as, hey, he might not be what he was in OKC, but we can get 15 points, 8 boards, and 8 assists off the bench. We could work with that.
Right.
And I talked to Jeff, say less, and I say, Jeff, man, I would like to see him in Miami. He said no, because it ain't enough shooters. Yeah, he said no, like hell no. But I was like you though, bro. I said Kyle Lowry is dead. He done. He done. I said the same shit. I said he done. You mind well. But really, I'm gonna tell you some wild shit. After looking at, you got one guy shooting 46%, one guy shooting 40%, another dude shooting 37%. You got a guy on injury reserve to shoot for a career 40% from three. Bro, I want to see him go to the Nets.
The Nets.
Yep.
That'd be interesting.
Yep.
That'd
Look,
be interesting.
because I thought about it. I was trying to go over I said, Russ need to be on the team where Russ can relentlessly attack the basket and nobody will be in his way. I like Miami. But guess what? Bam gonna be down there in his way, and it's gonna make it harder for him to shoot. We was talking about the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George might be okay, and Zubac might catch a lot of alley oops, but it's gonna make it tougher on Russ to score down low. I think if Russ play with a team like uh the Nets, where they can space the floor with 3 and 4 shooters around him, you can maximize what he does best. He still get downhill fast as any other point guard. He still distributes the ball good as any other point guard. You know?
Right, right. Yeah.
So I would like to see him go there.
Yeah, I think Miami, like you said, with Kyle Lowry putting up what he putting up, I think Russ' attitude, style of play will fit in better with Miami. I think he will energize that squad again. He will energize Miami again. I just think he'll be a good fit there. But then I keep hearing these rumblings about the Clippers. They saying the Clippers might want him to give some point guard play or something like that. But But then again, I'm hearing Chicago Bulls because Lonzo is still
Yeah,
hurt. You know, they're saying Lonzo Ball
yeah,
still
I
hurt.
heard that
So
too.
yeah, what you think about Chicago?
You know, actually, let's think. Zach LaVine, DeRozan, uh, Vucevic can shoot, and hey, it could actually work. It could
Chicago.
actually work. I didn't even think about it. That could actually work.
Yeah, yeah. The
That
Bulls are in ninth. They're in the ninth spot right now, 26 and 29 in the East. Um,
no.
so they need they right there at that play in area. So if they want to get out of that, they need something. Maybe Russ can help them because they ain't got no point guard play all year. I don't know what they're gonna do with Lonzo Ball since he's still hurt. And Zach LaVine, I heard he been crying about how he want his own team, and so he playing with DeRozan, but he want to have his own team. I don't know what's wrong with him, but regardless, I think Russ could come in and help them, but I still think Miami would be the best fit for him because of Miami's defense, and they got weapons. They got weapons for Russ to pass to. When he penetrating, what I'm saying, they got people who can hit them open jumpers and stuff like that. So, and then like you said with Brooklyn, the thing with Brooklyn, it's a lot of young legs over in Brooklyn, and they're gonna be Russ old, but he can run like a young boy. So I think they're gonna be able to keep up with Russ for sure. So and then Brooklyn is rebuilding and stuff like that. I still think they're gonna be a threat to people. They currently what are they at now? They're number 5 in the East. So they even though they just had them trades and stuff. So I don't know. They're gonna drop some, but a move like that, who knows, man? Russ might be able to do something. I hadn't thought about Brooklyn though, but yeah, I'm gonna have to watch them and look at their style of play and see if
Yeah,
that might work.
I'm with you about the Miami though, because that's what I was telling Jeff. I think Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, those other guys around him, they could help him because they play tough defense. Russ been playing good defense. I figured that'd be good too, but they saying that they don't have a floor space and this, that, and the third. So hey,
Yeah, yeah, it'd be interesting, man. But hey, LBZ, man, tell people where they can find you, bro.
man, LVZ, no buck dancing allowed talk, or somewhere around y'all in the chat room cussing out haters of the LDBC.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I'm gonna thank my brother One LBZ for coming on here, chopping that good basketball talk with me, man. It was a good convo. I'm finna kick back, relax, man, and I'll holler at y'all later, man. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash that like button, y'all.